cherish and prize, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to Virgil Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panther, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he's going to bring it out. So Jacksonville State's offense will get the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Just
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to be hit.
That internal clock just getting on fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down. Safety, baby.
So the FIU Panthers offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Easy. To throw, it's Proctor. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position to force the incompletion.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Stop in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front. As a result, you lose yardage.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to put it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They stop it short of the mark, and they'll put it over on down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Savage. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys, not letting them sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down.
force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Cunningham. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stall on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll try it again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. They'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run... He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Proctor. Finds his big tight end. Wide open spaces. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And we've come to the end of 1. Now let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Easy. Drop play, quarterback keeps. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And listen, the QB gave everything he had, right? He tried to get the 1st down. He even laid out. He wasn't doing the guy with the whack. He tried to get the 1st down. Good effort, but just comes up a little bit short.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave you nothing now.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish establish yourself on the ground, and they're watching. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Behind the line, it's Reckstein. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. A strike downfield. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Williamson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, it's offensive line. He's establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And now from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Going to work on second down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Cunningham. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. The sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that pass play fell into the
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more of my pass plays. What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal.
Here's a big decision for you on offense now. You just gave up a negative play. You lost some momentum down by the goal line, but do you believe you're going to generate a touchdown? Let's find out.
What a disappointment. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead and still sitting on 9.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Fires to the right. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
That's offense.
Fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. He'll do it himself. He's loose. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Savage.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll field it close to the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a quick return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Proctor. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. I think the quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? From the gun. And he got kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and seeing the gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. No hurry.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Using the quick game. Turning on the Jets. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Proctor. The screen. He can go. At midfield, he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Throws toward the end zone. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
This defense was ready for goals. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
FIU pushing tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from pay dirt.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
Touchdown, Florida International. And the punishment has been extended.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Oakland. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to pass, it's Cunningham. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the single back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make a stop.
Yeah, nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Got his man out of the backfield. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one. He'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play around receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Looking downfield, it's Cunningham. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Proctor. With the catch, it's Perry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you read the RPO. She just want positive yards, make the right read the guy, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Off the play fake. A little release to the back. There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Panthers are rolling down the field.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They get him stopped with those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
29 Philly. 2
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and depleting the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here lately.
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
The quarterback now has to make sure these guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line. You've got to be really smart with this football.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back with poor pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. 2 consecutive plays. They can't protect the QB.
Never out. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the Conference team to knock down the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Rex Ryan. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.